I will follow him, follow him.
Who had a teenage daughter who attended Harper Valley Junior.
Some songs don't just top the charts, they freeze a moment in time. In the 1960s, a handful of women stepped into the spotlight, delivered one unforgettable hit, and then quietly faded from the mainstream. Their voices still echo on old radios, movie soundtracks, and late-night memories.
And we can sing in the sunshine.
Today, we're revisiting 15 one-hit wonder songs from the 60s sung by women. And one of these hits almost disappeared completely before finding a second life years later.
Follow him wherever he may go.
Number 1, I Will Follow Him by Little Peggy March.
I must follow him ever since he touched.
In 1963, the music world was stunned when a 15-year-old girl raced to the top of the charts. I Will Follow Him turned Little Peggy March into the youngest female artist ever to score a #1 hit in the United States.
I'll follow, he'll always be my true love, my true love, my...
The song's sweeping melody and dramatic devotion felt larger than life, especially coming from someone so young.
Wherever he may go, there isn't an...
It dominated radios on both sides of the Atlantic and instantly defined her career.
Follow him ever since he touched my hand.
But fame arrived faster than longevity. Despite several follow-up releases,
There is an ocean too deep.
nothing matched that overwhelming success. It was a once-in-a-lifetime moment.
I must follow him.
And the next song proves that age wasn't the only path to unforgettable impact.
Those schoolgirl days.
Number 2, To Sir with Love by Lulu.
To serve.
Few songs are as inseparable from their era as To Sir with Love, released in 1967 alongside the film of the same name.
Who has taken you from crayons to perfume?
Lulu's performance struck a perfect balance between innocence and gratitude.
But I'll try.
The song soared to #1 in the United States and became a staple at graduations and farewell ceremonies almost overnight. Its message of respect and reflection resonated deeply during a decade of change. While Lulu continued performing for decades, this song became her defining American pop moment.
For closing books and long-last looks.
But the next track didn't explode immediately at all. It waited.
Nobody can tell ya there's only one.
Number 3, Make Your Own Kind of Music by Cass Elliot.
Make your own kind of music. Sing your...
When Cass Elliot released Make Your Own Kind of Music in 1969, it barely made a ripple. At the time, listeners still associated her with group success rather than solo statements.
To see someone like you.
But years later, the song found a second life, and then a third, through television, films, and commercials. Individuality suddenly felt timeless. Today, it's the song most people connect to her name, even if they don't realize it. Quietly empowering and emotionally warm, it stands as proof that sometimes the biggest hits don't arrive on schedule. And the next song shows heartbreak doesn't need time to hit hard.
Why does the sun go on shining?
Number 4, The End of the World by Skeeter Davis.
It's the end of the world. It ended.
Released in 1962, The End of the World captured heartbreak with devastating simplicity. Skeeter Davis delivered the song with a calm, almost resigned tone that made the pain feel universal.
It ended when I lost your love.
It crossed genre lines effortlessly, charting in pop, country, and adult contemporary categories.
Why everything's the same as it was.
The lyrics spoke to anyone who had experienced loss, while the rest of the world kept moving. Despite its massive success and lasting emotional impact,
It ended when I lost your love.
Davis never replicated that same chart dominance again.
In the morning, and I wonder.
If you're enjoying this trip through forgotten 60s classics, like and subscribe to Retro Rewind. Number 5. Rescue Me by Fontella Bass. By the mid-1960s, soul music was dominating the airwaves, and Rescue Me arrived with irresistible urgency. Fontella Bass's commanding vocal turned the song into an instant classic. Climbing to the top of the charts in 1965. Its driving beat and emotional plea made it perfect for both dance floors and radio rotation. The track became one of the most recognizable soul recordings of the decade and has since appeared in countless films and television shows. Yet, despite its massive success, Bass never matched that commercial peak again. And coming up, a song that shocked small-town America.
Who had a teenage daughter who attended Harper Valley.
Number 6. Harper Valley PTA by Jeannie C. Riley.
And she said, Mom, I've got a note here from the Harper Valley PTA.
When Harper Valley PTA hit the airwaves in 1968, it didn't just sound bold, it was bold. Jeannie C. Riley delivered a spoken-style story about small-town hypocrisy, gossip, and moral judgment that felt shocking for its time. The song shot to number 1 on both the pop and country charts, a rare crossover that proved how powerful its message was.
Johnson, you're wearing your dresses way too high.
Listeners were captivated by its rebellious tone and vivid storytelling, but that same narrative became impossible to escape. Follow-up releases never carried the same punch. One song said everything it needed to say, and the next hit proves raw emotion doesn't need polish to last.
It's just like heaven being
Number 7. Angel Baby by Rosie and the Originals.
Angel baby.
Angel Baby sounds different from almost everything else on this list, and that's why it endures. Recorded in 1961, the song feels unpolished, emotional, and deeply personal. Rosie Hamlin's fragile vocal gave it an intimacy that felt accidental, like a private moment left on tape. The track grew slowly through radio play rather than heavy promotion, eventually becoming a defining hit. While the group never found another chart success, the song refused to disappear. It has resurfaced for generations through films, covers, and playlists. Do any of these songs bring you back to the 60s? Drop a yes in the comments and tell me which one. Next up is a hit that borrowed from classical music and still conquered pop radio.
How gentle is the rain that falls.
Number 8. A Lover's Concerto by The Toys. In 1965, The Toys turned a classical melody into one of the most elegant pop hits of the decade. A Lover's Concerto, inspired by Bach, blended sophistication with youthful romance and climbed to number 2 on the charts. Its graceful arrangement made it instantly recognizable and endlessly replayable. For a brief moment, it felt like the group had found a perfect formula, but pop music shifted quickly, and their refined sound struggled to keep pace. No follow-up ever captured the same magic. Today, the song stands alone as a rare crossover success, and the next track freezes early 60s innocence in time.
Popsicles, icicles.
Number 9. Popsicles and Icicles by the Murmaids.
These are a few of the things he loves.
Popsicles and Icicles arrived in 1963 with bright, youthful charm that defined early 60s pop. The Murmaids recorded the song as teenagers.
These are a part of a boy I love.
And its playful melody helped it climb into the top 10 almost instantly. Behind the scenes, momentum faded just as quickly.
You'll find a beat of heaven right.
Touring pressures and personal challenges made it difficult for the group to continue. No later release came close to matching that debut success.
These are a part of a boy I love.
Still, the song remains frozen in time, a snapshot of carefree pop before the decade grew louder and more complicated.
You're surprised. You'll find a.
And coming up, optimism gives way to quiet reflection.
I will never love you.
Number 10. We'll Sing in the Sunshine by Gale Garnett.
And we can sing in the sunshine.
We'll Sing in the Sunshine captured a brief moment of optimism in 1964. Written and recorded by Gale Garnett,
I sing to you each morning.
the song offered a gentle message about choosing happiness without promises. Its folk pop sound resonated instantly,
The cost of love's too dear.
earning strong chart success and a Grammy Award. But instead of chasing another hit,
I'll stay with you 1 year, and we will.
Garnett stepped away from the spotlight. She chose writing and other creative pursuits, leaving the song to stand on its own.
I'll soon be out of sight, but we can sing in the.
That decision made it feel even more special over time. It remains a reminder that success doesn't always demand repetition.
We'll sing in the sunshine.
Next, the mood turns softer and more intimate.
I love how your eyes close when.
Number 11. I Love How You Love Me by the Paris Sisters.
And when I'm away from you,
I Love How You Love Me stood apart from the louder love songs of the early 60s. Released in 1961, its power came from Restraint. The Paris Sisters delivered the lyrics softly, turning affection into something private and sincere. The song climbed into the top 10 and became a favorite for slow dances and late-night radio. But as pop music grew bigger and more dramatic, their understated style faded from the charts.
But darling, most of all, I love how.
Nothing else reached the same level of attention. Today, the song survives because of its intimacy. And next comes a soul confession that felt just as personal. Number 12. Yes, I'm Ready by Barbara Mason.
I don't even know how to.
By 1965, soul music was everywhere, but Yes, I'm Ready succeeded by doing less, not more. Barbara Mason's vocal was gentle and vulnerable,
Just the way you want me to.
making the song feel like a quiet promise rather than a performance. It became a top 10 hit, connecting with listeners through honesty instead of spectacle. Still, the industry moved quickly, and Mason never returned to the same commercial height. The song was left to stand alone.
I don't even know how.
Over time, that simplicity became its strength. It remains one of the most emotionally direct records of the decade.
Just to make you understand.
Next, the list steps back to the very start of the 60s.
1,000 stars in the sky.
Number 13, 1,000 Stars by Kathy Young.
They say to me that
Released in 1960, 1,000 Stars captured the innocence of early 60s pop before the decade fully transformed. Kathy Young's sweet vocal and the song's dreamy melody helped it become a surprise hit. It felt timeless even then, built on longing and devotion rather than trends. But as music styles shifted, Young stepped away from the spotlight. Leaving the song behind as her defining moment. Decades later, it still sounds untouched by time. A slow dance preserved on vinyl, and coming up, a hit that quietly challenged expectations.
Up every day at 6.
Number 14, Queen of the House by Jody Miller.
Queen of the house. No time.
Queen of the House arrived in 1965 with a playful edge and a sharp point of view. Jody Miller's song responded to domestic expectations with humor and confidence, resonating with listeners during a decade of social on both pop and country charts, becoming her signature success. But while Miller continued recording, nothing else captured the same cultural moment. The song endured because it reflected everyday life with a knowing smile.
But till then I'm queen of the house.
Today, it feels like a subtle snapshot of shifting roles and attitudes, and the final song brings everything back to quiet reflection.
Blue, navy blue, I'm as blue as I.
Number 15, Navy Blue by Diane Renee.
Boy said ship ahoy and join the Navy.
Navy Blue is remembered less for spectacle and more for mood. Released in 1964, Diane Renee's soft, yearning vocal captured the feeling of waiting and uncertainty. The song became a top 10 hit, embraced for its emotional clarity and simplicity.
I'm as blue as I can be, 'cause my steady.
Yet, despite its success, Renee never returned to the charts in the same way. Over time, the song took on a life of its own.
I got a letter yesterday from Tokyo, and
Many listeners remember every word without remembering the name behind it. That quiet familiarity is its legacy. A song remembered through feeling rather than fame. These songs prove that a single moment can echo for decades. In the 1960s, these women captured heartbreak, hope, and honesty in just one unforgettable hit. Their careers may have been brief, but their impact was lasting. If one of these songs unlocked a memory for you, share it in the comments. And if you enjoy revisiting music history like this, like and subscribe to Retro Rewind. More forgotten classics are always waiting to be rediscovered.
If I leave you tomorrow. When you're on the street, you got to be able to pick out the easy meal.